They tell you a house can't want things. Wood and stone and old plaster don't hunger. I believed that, the morning I inherited my grandmother's house on Mab Lane. I believed it right up until I found the first room that shouldn't have been there. 6 rooms, I'd counted. 6. The house had always had 6. But by the third night, walking the halls because sleep wouldn't come, I counted 7. And from behind the 7th door, very faintly, something was breathing. I didn't open it. I want that to be clear. I went to the kitchen and I told myself the breathing was the pipes. Old houses breathe when the beams settle. But the pipes don't breathe in rhythm. The pipes don't quicken when you lean close. And the pipes, when you press your ear to the wall, don't whisper your own name back to you, half a second after you've said it. I stood there a long time, with my cheek against the cold plaster, listening to myself being repeated. By the 5th morning the extra door had moved. It stood on the landing now, same swollen pine, same damp. The cellar wall was smooth stone again, as though it had never opened at all. I measured the landing 3 times. The wall was a full 4 feet deeper than it should have been. The house was growing. And the terrible part, the part one couldn't stop turning over, was that it was growing inward. Making room. For something. On the 7th night it laughed. Softly. Low. The way Gran used to laugh when I'd said something foolish. And the cold that started in my chest didn't stop, because I understood then what was behind the door. It wasn't a ghost. It was something that had been listening. Listening to every voice that had ever filled these rooms. Learning them. Wearing them. Getting closer, each night, to sounding exactly like the people I had loved and lost. More doors came. 3 by the 9th night, 3 pine doors where the walls had been solid, and behind each one a voice I knew. My mother, who'd died in the spring. My brother, who I hadn't spoken to in years. They called me by the names only they had used. They asked me to come in. They said the door was unlocked. They said it had always been unlocked, that I'd only ever imagined it closed. And their voices were perfect. That was the worst of it. Perfect. I called a man from the church, though I'm not a religious woman. He came in the afternoon. He stood on the landing and looked at the door and went very quiet. He pressed his palm flat against the wood. Then he turned to me, and his face was wrong, too still, too patient, and in a voice that wasn't quite as he said, "It's so warm in here." He left. He never came back. No one did, after that. The house didn't want them to. I'm writing this in the kitchen. It's the last room with a wall that doesn't breathe. The doors have been moving all night. I can hear Gran on the stairs. She's calling me. She says the house has room for one more. She says it built this room just for me. And the thing I can't stop thinking, the thing that's eating me alive, is that the kitchen door is unlocked now. And from somewhere very close, something is breathing. Exactly. The way.